Hey guys, today we'll learn about pandas. For that purpose, I'm opening CMD. So, to start learning pandas, first we have to install pandas. We'll use pip to install pandas. That's it. This is the command used to install pandas. As I have already installed it, this was the requirement already satisfied. So, for further explanation, we will go to Jupyter Notebook. That's from Anaconda. I'm opening Jupyter Notebook by pressing here Jupyter Notebook in CMD. So this will take me to Jupyter Notebook. See here, where here you can see here a new where you can create a Python tray IP kernel, a text file, folder, a terminal. Terminal is nothing but what we have used in CMD. So I have already created a set of examples in here. Let's open that and we'll see here pandas practice. So what basically pandas deals with is pandas is nothing but data frames where to explain it more clearly. For example, there is a race going on at one place where there are participants more than 1,000, let's say 1,000. So when there are more than thousands of participants, it's difficult to separate them based on the meters they ran and based on the seconds, the time they to cover the distance, like all those factors. So when there is a big data, like maximum amount of data and maximum columns to choose from, where there might be time, there might be distance covered, like that, loops, all those comes into the picture when there are many factors to consider, where we use pandas. So to use pandas we have to import pandas. So for our convenience we are importing pandas as pd. So here I am creating a data frame where I am taking four factors, like let's say I'm considering animal and I'm taking priority to which animal, what priority is, and their age. So here I am also taking index. That's not necessary to take index because the index will automatically come. When you want to give the index as A, B, C, like that, you have to mention index. If I remove here index, it will also print index. There is no problem with that. So for animal key, I am taking six values: cat, bat, rat, dog, rabbit, and like that. So ant won't come as animal. Just for example purpose, I took all those. Like here I considered a certain age for those. That's all my imagination. That's for say examples. So I am taking all the data frame that's I created here and converting it to data frame 1. So here I am assigning the entire data frame I created above to df1. So I am printing df1 here. That's it. We have three keys here: animals, priority, and age. We got three keys here. Index, as we know, the index always starts from 0. So we got six values: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are sorting values by age. Based on the age, we are sorting values. So when we are sorting values, it will automatically consider ascending order. If else, we mention it to consider by descending order. So here, by considering it from ascending order, it starts from 1 and ends at 4. So here there is a head option. This will what this basically do means head will return first 5 values of the entire data frame and tail will return the last 5 values of the entire data frame. As we have only 6 values here, I gave an example of 3 values. I am taking 3 values here. So when I enter 3 in place of value section in the head, I got first 3 values from the data frame. And when I give tail without entering any value in that bracket, I got last 5 values. As we have 6, the index started from 0 and ends at 5. So there are only 6 values. The tail returns last 5 values. That starts from 1 and ends at 5. Df dot mean of axis. mean of axis 1. There are two axes. If you see here, there is one axis like x-axis and one is y. One is x-axis and one is y-axis. Like that, we are considering. If we take axis x as 0, we will get y as 1. That's how we consider zeros and ones. We are calculating mean of axis 1, and we are doing a sum of ages. All age 3, 2, 5, 6.5, 8.5, 10, like that, 12.5, 13.5. So when we try this keyword is null of, if there are any null values present in the data frame you created, it will returns. Actually, I'll show you the example. Here, see here, we got value as false. It returns false because in the data set we created, there is no null value printed in that. You got it right? There is a value for every in a key. There we enter 6 values, and their 6 values are completely filled with values, as we didn't consider any null values. That's why it returns false. If there is any null value in those, it will return true, like that. So to CSV keyword is to transfer the data frame we created into a file, canvas.csv. To read the file we created, we are using pandas.reading CSV file, which name is canvas.csv. So we again get that name. Now here we are performing slicing operations. As we are using indexing from negative indexing, it will be returns values in the reverse order. If we took -2, as the reverse index starts from -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, we are taking -2. That means it prints rat from, it starts from ant and dog and bat. The allocation means index. It's like index. So we are giving the starting index and we are printing almost all the values that's print after the starting index until end. So the starting index here is 1 and we are printing up to the last value. The last value is 5. We get, when there are many number of columns, we want to get data of certain columns, we have to use like this. So as there are only 3 columns in this table, it won't difference, it won't give much difference. When there are lots of data, when you need to compare the data, you have to compare it like this. You have to get the data from by mentioning the column name in the array. This is array we are creating. So in array we are giving 2 indexes. 0th index is ace and the first one is priority. That's how we get. If you want to check the version, pd dot underscore underscore version underscore underscore, we have to use 2 underscores. And the describe means it will use all the data. That means it will count age, average, mean, standard deviation, minimum value, 25% of the sum, like 25% of the value, 50%, 75%, and maximum value of that. So this team here, the team means it's transpose of a matrix. In matrix, it's transpose of matrix. In here, it's transpose of the table. See here, when we print the table, it will print like they show the properties upside and they give the index left side. When we are using transpose, it gives properties left side. Like when we transpose, it gives properties as rows and the index as column values. So this is, here I am creating an array which contains 3 subarrays, 1, 2, 3, and bad cat, mad hat, like that. This is how we print. That's it, guys.